Wow.
I can fix it. I think. I can't see, though. All right, hold on. I'll fix it. Don't worry about things looking weird for a second. I'll get there. I said don't worry.
I'm
worried.
worrying.
Stop worrying. Get past all these test rolls. Okay, fixed.
Okay. So, there is so combat for those of you who don't know. There's initiative, like D&D, as in a turn order. But a refresher for this one is that we're not rolling for initiative. There is simply an order of things. So it goes you guys, then the enemy, you guys, then the enemy, you guys, then the enemy, until everyone's got a turn. Some enemies, spoilers, like the ones in this encounter, can have multiple turns. And so like if a bunch of you don't do anything, they're just going to take a ton of turns. They have sort of a set order, or they can have a random order. You guys get to choose your order. So whoever wants to go first can go first this round until you guys can pick what order you want to go through. When the next whole round starts back up again, you guys can rearrange it however you want. So keep that in mind when it comes to the timing of your skills and abilities or spells. Sometimes you may want to stagger them out. With that, there's to sort of set the stage, a bunch of you are back in cells. You are handcuffed. You were locked into cells. You have Sharp and you have Kestrel at the entrance, and the two guards that are armed are basically ready for something to happen, but they have yet to figure out who or what necessarily the enemy is. So at this point, combat's going to be a little fluid, but I'm putting us into the sort of the conflict turn order at this moment.
Okay.
So who would like to go first? It's your guys'
still have that
choice.
paralyzed thing where we reach for our weapon?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So I have a key, right?
You do have a key. You have a key that comes from a guard, Jacobs. And Jacobs is of the appropriate authority that he should be able to unlock or sort of partially turn off. Whatever you'd like to do with these cuffs, you have the ability to do that. You have the sort of magical little cylinder key that can do it.
Okay.
So you do have that power. Everybody else, if you guys want to get out of your cuffs, it takes essentially those of you who remember when we did our little training thing, and for those of you who don't at home, it's a clock. It's one of those things where you have to fill in the circle, essentially. You need essentially enough actions, 6 of them. It's a 6-section clock to essentially either like wiggle your way out, try to magic your way out. If you want to really struggle, you can. It's not going to be easy to do. I'll tell you that much. They're cuffs for a reason.
really hard yanking. Jason, I have a quick question though. Do we because again, we volunteered to come here for the most part. Voluntold, I guess, but so unless the guards are like what's going on? You guys need to get out. We need to fight something. I don't know that we're going to necessarily jump to, we got to get out of our cuffs. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
Okay.
Yeah. What you guys choose to do is up to you. The guards are currently distracted. So if you would like to simply sit and wait and see what happens, that's definitely your prerogative.
Okay. All right. Well, I would just be like, what? We can still see Sharp, or Sharp is gone now?
You can't really make out where Sharp is, at least not where the cells are in relation to the other car.
Oh, okay, so she's out of the car. Yeah. So I would just be like, to my support person, be like, Gunolf, what's going on? This seems like not normal behavior for a prison.
Well, yeah. telling by the sound of the gunfire, they have a bit of a situation.
Oh, so that's that's what that is. You mentioned guns.
Yes. I don't know if you have guns where you come from, but basically they can be elementally charged, and they shoot rocks really, really fast.
That sounds horrific. Hey, Rosalind, what do you think? We said we'd come by. Like, should we just sit and wait?
I don't know that I'm a fan of being a sitting duck for gunfire, but I also don't know that we have many options. I mean, I guess this is the point where I would start being like, guards, can we be allowed to exit?
Okay. You can hear Maisie and Kestrel. You both are basically looking at each other in the entranceway of the tram. The guards seem on edge as they are sort of approaching. They've got their guns out. We're kind of in a frugal turn order of here of some kind. And you can already hear that the others back in the prison or the cell car are sort of like, hey, what's going on? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Kestrel is very motivated to try to make some things happen right about now for her own benefit. I think she's going to turn and look at all of the people in the cells that she has no idea who they are, and she is going to pick out the meanest looking person in there and try to open their cell regardless of what they're talking about.
So you can't see who's in there because that's the other car.
I'm in the car. I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna run down, get me out of here. I don't want to be in the place with the guards.
So you basically cross the threshold. You run past Sharp, and the two guards are there. They look at you, then they notice that you're cuffed, and they then look back towards the windows and the hallway that you came from. They seem to not recognize you as an immediate threat. I mean, this is a car filled with prisoners. One additional prisoner isn't going to do anything.
Okay.
So, even though they have acknowledged your presence, they do not immediately seem to view you as a threat.
They don't care about the prison break? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do with that information.
Well, it sounds like
I don't really want to be in. I don't want to be in the same room as them, though.
Yeah.
That's for dang sure.
There's a door to the left, and there's essentially a door to the right. You can hear the sounds of people basically being like, should we be worried? Hello? Over off to
guns?
the right.
What are guns?
Whoa.
What are guns? Oh no. Okay.
And Maisie, feel free to speak up. Talking is a free action. So.
No, I don't. I haven't. Never mind. I don't know who this person is. Who this
Okay.
person is.
Well, and is she in the cart with me, or is she outside? And
She ran right past you. She's like a couple feet behind you now.
Oh, okay. I bolt after her. I'm like, Kestrel! Oh my god! Whoever I know that she knows told me
Dr.
to get
Bishop.
Dr. Bishop.
Dr. Bishop. Goddamn. Bishop told me to come get you. Hello.
So what's up?
Hi. We need to get out now. We need to get out now. Okay. Bad things
So,
happening.
if you want to get the guards to let us out, that might be
Oh,
nice.
yeah, I have friends that are locked up on this cart over here. I can try to get them out, and they can help us get out. We can all get out.
And she's like, okay. And then she just kind of runs that way and just like disregards all politeness and just goes into that other room.
Great.
Cool.
Into the cell area with
Yeah.
them?
I see a bunch of peoples. I saw somebody last session in some cells on
did.
the free throw
So,
that looks
as
very
you-
similar to somebody who's in there right now, right?
We haven't gotten there yet. So
Okay, my fault.
as you go to run into the other car, the guard does sort of especially you, Sharp. He kind of is like, ma'am, stay down, we'll control the situation. And then you guys sort of like shuffle back to the other car. And as you guys move back there, yes, Kestrel, as you look about the room, you can see a lot of different people. Some are of species and kinds of people that you've never seen before. So there's a lot to take in, but one of them is incredibly familiar because you're pretty sure you just saw them back in the facility.
Yeah.
And that would be the Kitsune, the fox-looking one.
Yeah. Sorry. I have a visual in my head. Yeah, I don't know who I should free first. I don't really know if I want to free the person that looks like, one of the other cellmates back there, though.
Maya, if
So
you
I'm just-
said the biggest, meanest looking one, that's
Yeah.
probably the huge tiger man.
Yeah. Okay.
And he
I'm
looks
probably
pretty
just-
nice, kind face, but
I'm just sitting there like trying to rip these cups apart. It's not working.
Biggest
Yeah.
meanest one is a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'd probably just like look around, just kind of like zero in on him because I just wanted something big to throw at,
Oh.
whatever's behind me.
Stand in front of the door.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take that handy dandy little key that was given
Mm-hmm.
to me, and I can. How many things can I unlock? Can I just unlock both the cell door and his chains, or is it one at a
I was
time?
gonna ask.
We'll let that happen here.
Okay.
So-
Yes.
and I would be like, hello, fellow prisoner. You have a key. Oh, that's very welcome.
Yes.
I carry on. Yeah, Albus, he's great.
Yeah, and then I just I unlock his chains.
Yeah, you
And-
basically just have to point it at the door, and the
Mhm.
door unlocks. There's a little sort of magical latch that sort of clicks into place.
Mhm.
And if he extends his cuffs and you also point it at that and
Mhm.
essentially will it to open, it also opens.
I'm gonna do both of those things.
Albus, you're free.
Finally. They were so tight.
Help.
Did I notice that
Help.
she looked at me a little weird?
So now I can pick up my weapon because I
Earlier.
don't have the spell on me, or
If you reach for a weapon, you are more than welcome to grab the weapon.
excellent. I'm gonna pick up my giant ass cleaver then.
Okay.
To kill Kestrel.
Well,
right.
No.
to go throw in front of the door, basically.
If you guys would prefer, we can have her free everybody, and
That's
then we
all
can
right.
move into the initiative order.
I was
since
gonna
it seems
say,
like
my next
nobody
thing would be
wants
like,
to make
ma'am, we seem to be aligned. We'll also help.
Also, I said appreciated
Yeah.
after you did that.
So, Kestrel, in which order do you unlock everybody?
I'm gonna.
Ooh.
I mean,
You gotta pick. It's dodgeball rules now. Who you
Yep.
picking?
Sean's
Yep,
a pretty mean-looking guy, right? I'm sorry, not Sean.
Has only one hand. Yeah.
My
My
apologies.
guy, no, he's
Oh.
nice looking. Well, it depends how you feel about humans, I
What's
guess.
his name, Mr. Poopy?
Even.
Or-
Yeah, or cripples. You know.
Steve.
Oh man. I'm probably gonna unlock poor Steve, and then maybe Roz, and then Gunnulf, and then tentatively Myru. Because I don't know what the heck's going on there. That's a little weird. I'm seeing double.
Sir.
So
and
you
I'm
guys,
myself, preferably.
okay, you sort of, and your the chain in between them sort of falls away or
Mhm.
apart, I suppose.
Apart.
So all of you guys are now free, but you are in the back car of a tram in which the middle car has 2 guards. So, if you would like to move into the next car, you can. I will let you know ahead of time. The guards will probably not approve of that. So, prepare for combat if that is what you'd like to do.
It's very honest and open. I like that.
God.
I just for the sake of clarity, yeah, they're not going to approve of that one. Yeah. So
And I remind everybody that there are still 2 guards up there.
Well, you're
just-
not here. I don't think. Did
I
you
am.
follow? You
Yeah.
followed? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes,
Maybe.
Sharp did follow in. All of you
I'm
guys are
with
now in the
Castro
very
because
back.
she's my daughter now.
Actually, that's good that you say that because I would have gone to open the door and you saying the guards are out there. I would be like, wait, you just came in with a key. What? The guards just let you walk in?
They like
At this point,
didn't care.
you now hear gunfire from the other car.
From the other car.
Ah.
And it appears to be just going out and kind of given, let's just say, sound. You can tell that they are firing. I mean, they're clearly not firing at you. You would notice like the bullet
Through the
hole.
door.
But like, so they're firing out essentially. It comes from the side that the passenger entrance is. So they are firing out into the hallway essentially.
So I might be like, well, it sounds like they need help. Sharp, why don't you lead?
Yeah, maybe I can step out first since I'm not a threat. See what the situation is and let people know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay. You walk out and you can see the 2 guards, and they've essentially like rifle butted out the windows and they're propped up on them, like using it for cover essentially. And there is sort of the steaming kind of chemical smoke from their sort of like chem rifles. So they've clearly just fired them, but they are no longer firing anything. And one of them says to the other, "Target down, secure the area." And they go to turn and they see you. What do you tell them?
I guess I say like, what's going on? Do you need help? Like I have battle experience.
Also, let them know about us, please.
Well, I don't know yet because I don't want to relay like, oh hey, I just freed all these other fucking prisoners, so I want to like be on their good side for now, and then if they're like, yeah, fucking help us, I can be like, well, there's a bunch of good guys over here. So yeah, so I'll start with like, hey, what's going on? Do you need help? I have experience. What can I do? Anything kind of a thing.
So one of them is still sort of looking out the window, and the one that's closest to you kind of looks kind of back your way, and is just he's very curt, very to the point, and is "Ma'am, we're not sure what the situation is, but there appear to have been attackers, potentially some sort of attack on the facility. You should remain here, stay calm, and out of the way."
What'd you just shoot?
Very casual.
Yeah.
What you doing?
What
So how's the murdering?
Yeah, make me like a willpower check there. Why don't you do a little charisma-ing for me?
Okay.
Yeah.
So tiny. Oh, it's 8. What do I do?
So roll a
Sorry.
D8.
One D8.
Well, so
1D?
roll 2 of that. Roll 2 of them.
Oh, 2 of them.
It'll be a double. I think
Oh,
you're
okay.
relying purely on your riz right now.
Goodbye. One
That's
second.
right.
Do I add them up?
Yes.
Yes.
12.
Yes.
Sorry, Jason.
What was it?
Huh?
12.
12.
What'd you get? 12? Okay.
12.
He just sort of stares at you kind of flatly for a second and goes, "Ma'am," in a very confused way.
What are you guys shooting?
He found the riz
I try
to
again.
be lacking.
And he kind of raises his hand and it's just like, "Ma'am, I think you should take a seat. We'll handle the situation from here. We're unsure what's exactly going on."
Okay. I'll go back to the prison cart and relay that I know nothing.
I'm very insistent that we gotta go.
Is there
We got it.
another exit in this car?
Yeah,
anywhere?
is there another door on the other side of the prison? Oh,
No,
shit.
there isn't.
What's the cart made out of? Is it just wood?
No, it's I mean there is wood in it, but no, there's a lot of metal and other. I mean it's.
Like we can't break through it?
I mean I'm not gonna say you can't do
Is
anything,
there a
but
skylight?
but like it would take a feat of some strength, quite some strength, to just hulk your way out of the prison car. Yes, the easiest way would just be using the door, but that would
Okay,
alert
that's
the
fair.
guards.
So I mean, I tell them that like the guards are really distracted by whatever is going on outside because clearly there's some problems going on.
And to accentuate Sharp's point, there is another rumble that sort of shakes both the tunnel and all of you guys, and even the red lights that are sort of lighting a lot of the facility in the tunnel, even those dim again, and you almost think you catch a flash or a glimpse of some sort of like greenish like flash from some other part of like the hallway down as the lights dim out and then kind of turn back on again. And those of you who are not, well, actually all of you feel, I guess you would say, kind of like a heat to some degree, almost like you were catching like a bit of a like the sun upon your skin. Only it's the sort of heat that even Sharp feels, who does not have skin.
So it's radiation. We are
it's-
being radiated.
Hooray!
Cool.
What if? Oh, I just had. So what if we, instead of trying to like leave the cart, what if we try to go to the caboose and make it go? Because it's just like a machine, right? So like if we just
The
boop
front?
bop beep bop.
Yeah.
Oh, not the
The
caboose.
engine?
God, I'm fucking stupid. Jesus
You are
Christ.
technically in the caboose or the
Yeah.
equivalent.
Oh, the anti caboose.
The
You
engine.
could head
Yeah.
to the anti caboose and
Yeah.
you could use
Press a bunch of buttons and make it go.
that. Mhm.
I feel like if I
Yeah.
just, and I feel bad, like I'm doing everything, but it might be easier if I, since the guards don't care about me a whole lot, just go up to the front, try to press some buttons.
Sounds like they're a bit preoccupied right now to worry about us.
Sounds like a good plan to me. And new girls, is that fine with you?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of input. I'm just kind of shaking in my boots right now.
Oh no.
Just kind of.
Yeah, to Kestrel Roswell say, "Do you know what was chasing you? How worried should we be?"
I don't really have many words because, to be honest, I don't know what's necessarily behind us. I do know. I think. Do I know that? What do I know? Tell me what I know.
You know that Bishop and Jacobs were going about some way to engineer a escape for you, and it appeared that some element of that, given the presence of I believe they did mention the Inquisitor at the research facility, was going to facilitate a distraction of some kind. Although they were not clear on what that distraction was.
Okay.
If you'd like, you can make a double insight check if you'd like. Your odds aren't good, but you're welcome to make one real quick.
What do you mean? I'm so insightful.
You are. If you roll, you haven't seen much yet, so
Okay.
but you might be able to piece something together.
It's like a puzzle box. Is this a D10? Yes.
D10s, yeah, it's got the.
Hold on.
I was gonna say the 5 sides and 5 sides, but yeah, that is just math.
That is just math.
Yeah.
Hooray, math.
I'm just adding them together. That's a
Yes.
D12. I lied.
I like it. I
Already-
respect the cheating from the word go.
I'm already screwing it up. There we go. Those are D10s. My mistake. Let's try it again.
Kestrel is so scared she's bending the will of reality.
Yeah.
Well-
7 plus an 8.
Cheating, in a sense, is baked into the game. That's what the Fabula points are for.
That's true.
So that's 15.
Okay.
7 plus 8, 15.
Now I will remind everybody that you have Fabula points. Speaking of, Doug, good call. So Fabula points can be used to do a number of different things, but one of them is you can say call upon like the bonds that you have, or any of like your own like the traits. So you can re-roll if you call upon one of like the traits that you have, and if you want to call upon one of the bonds, you can add the level of the bond. So like 1, 2, or 3, essentially, you can add that to the roll. So if you wanted to eke even more out of that roll, you have options if you'd like to,
Oh.
or you
Is that
could
your-
just let it ride.
I'm just going to let it ride.
Okay, you are unsure of exactly what's going on. Mhm.
So
Okay,
yeah,
well,
I guess Sharp.
Oh.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead,
was
Kestrel.
just I was asked, what do I know what's going on?
Yeah.
Not much, just no, have to go. Have to go. Was told we need to go. Or I need to go. But
Then yes, maybe it's worth a shot, Sharp. If you can get this thing moving, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I mean the Inquisitor will understand. We'll catch up later. The guns are firing. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, she didn't seem to have a hard time finding us, so how hard could it be to do it again?
Okay, yeah, so I'll try to go back to the front and go to the anti-caboose.
Yes. Okay.
Anti-caboose.
So yeah, you enter the passenger car. Both of the guards look at you,
They
acknowledge
didn't
your
look at me
presence.
before.
Well, this time you are now entering the room, and they're clearly on very high alert. It's unclear. I'm not gonna make you roll a check. You walk into them, sort of conversing with each other, but they don't say anything once the door like fully opens and you enter the room. And as you walk in, one of them goes, "Ma'am, maybe you should stay back in the back car."
Fuck. I
There
don't
appears
feel.
to be some kind of malfunction or attack on the base. We're seeing explosions of some kind further down the hallway. It's not safe here.
I try to say like I don't feel comfortable being that back there. Can I go to the front? Since that's another kind of blocked area.
Sound logic. Yeah, they look to each other and nod, and the one up towards the engine is like, "Sure thing, ma'am. Just try not to touch anything."
Okay, I won't. Don't worry. I don't like buttons.
Yeah, I mean, who
Uh,
does?
Yeah. So
They
make
scare
me a willpower check.
God damn it.
Because this is your deception check.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a deception check. Yes.
All right. Let's see.
You were on a good path, and then you said I don't like buttons, and they raised their eyebrows.
I know.
These are anchorites that specifically travel around the Inquisitor, who often looks for people who might be lying or hiding things.
So what'd you roll?
What if oh, God damn, I was just joking about that one. Okay. I rolled a 10 total.
Okay. You manage to. They seem to let it slide, and they chalk it up to nerves.
Yeah,
and
okay,
you-
thank you. Chalk it up to fucking
She can't mean
getting
that thing
bombed
about
over
the
here.
button. She must be scared. Everybody loves a good
Yeah.
button.
And so you enter the anti-caboose, and
Great.
and you find yourself in a room. You have been in trams before in your life. This is similar to them, only this one is obviously set up to be automated. So a lot of the systems, buttons, and other things like that are I guess you could say more properly labeled than they might otherwise be. And where you might have seen like pull levers and things like that, there appear to be simply more switches and dials than what you might see in a like an older style tram or of the sort. What would you like to do?
I'd like to do I guess you'll tell me. But I would like to try to figure out if there's any indication on how to program it to go or back. Back it on up.
Caboose.
Just to go. Okay. I will
Yeah.
assume you're trying to do it quickly, so let's do an insight and a dexterity.
Okay.
How small did you write things, Maisie?
It's tiny, and my computer doesn't work, so it's a fucking bad day.
I can help you with that.
The Mac.
Oh, well.
What's the total? What are the two rolls?
I rolled a 50 and a 7.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
very
12.
high.
So 12.
That is
So,
Incredible.
Oh,
Five.
fuck! Are you kidding me? God, okay, I understand now. I'm sorry. All right.
okay.
Fuck.
So you could get it like going in a direction. You're not sure how to get it to go like in a particular direction.
Okay.
There is presumably some way on this to sort of like tell it, say like what path to go, you
Mhm.
know, sort of like a make the third left and the second right, or there are obviously certain junctions.
Yeah.
It's automated. You're unsure how to like actually program it essentially, but you could get it going in a direction
Yeah.
if you wanted to. That you could do. Where you'd end up is a whole different question.
Yeah. At this point, I don't think any of us care where we end up. I think we just need to get out of this crumbling area.
Okay, so you do what you told them you wouldn't do, and you start touching buttons.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Okay.
I'm deceitful.
But I'm
Barely.
of buttons.
So, you start flipping the appropriate switches, knobs, turning what levers and little clickety bits that there are. And you basically, you hit the big, you turn the big thingy at the end of the sequence that you can, determine.
Speaking my language, the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's doohickeys and, yeah. And it goes.
throttles and knobs and
There are throttles and knobs,
Love
Yes.
electrodes and little chem pistons, all kinds of things. They spin up, they start working. All of you can feel the lurch as the tram comes back to life essentially and starts moving itself
Yeah.
right down the tunnel. At this point, very quickly, the door opens up.
Yeah. The
And-
car.
Hey,
Come
wait a
on.
minute.
What the fuck?
And he puts his rifle, he holds it up, he's
Yeah.
got it aimed at you, and he asks, "What are you doing? Step away from the controls." And if any of you are in the back car, you can probably hear yelling from the front car if
Okay.
you guys are anywhere near
Yes.
the doorway.
Muffled yelling.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's going to be a threatening tone. I
Yes.
immediately know because it's sharp. I'm going to rush forward and draw my own gun.
That's
Okay.
nice.
Oh, you
Oh,
fight.
okay. If you have a gun, then I probably have at least seen a gun.
It does it does reshape that earlier conversation, doesn't
does.
it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, and if Gunoff is going, then that means that it's time for me to go as well. I would really quick look at Kestrel and just be like, "You good?" Because she seems like she's freaking out.
She's still freaking out, apparently.
I'm
Yeah.
not good. I'm not
We're gonna go take care of business. If you're not feeling comfortable, you stay back and relax.
Relaxed.
I'll stay with her. Go.
Okay. All right.
okay.
So I'm gonna go up and with Gunoff and be like, "Hey, why don't we can all talk? Guards, guys, we're good. We're on the same side."
Okay. As soon as you open that door and step in, you can see that the guards are now on high notice. One of them is clearly up. You can, like, the door to the anti-caboose is open, and you can see one of them has their gun trained on Sharp, and the other one, now that you've entered, has their gun trained on you.
Did-
At this point, it's combat time.
Okay.
So which one of you would like to go first, and what would you like to do with your time?
Jason, did he have a visible at all reaction to "We can talk this out"?
He aimed his gun at you.
Okay, so that is an answer.
Pretty visual.
No.
Okay, he doesn't want to talk.
I will make a attack against the character aiming their gun at Sharp.
Okay.
All right. My gun is based on dexterity and insight +1. So my dexterity and insight are 1d10 and 1d8. Here it goes. You ready for it? Oh no, it's a natural 1.
Oh dear.
Oh shit!
That-
But it's a 7, so it's a total of 9 with a +1.
So will you spend a fabula point, Doug, or are you gonna let it ride?
I will, yeah. Actually, no, I will spend a Fabula point. Part of me is wondering if this is should be a miss because this is my offhand.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, because you're disease.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Disease.
Well, a 9 is not enough to hit. So
Yeah.
you fire the shot,
There we go.
and it goes wide and misses.
Yep, it's my offhand, so I'm not used to using it.
At this point, the guy that has the guard, yeah, I mean, it could be, gender fluid. The one that has their rifle trained on you guys in the back, now that you have opened fire, they have decided, nope, we're done here, and they fire at you. What is your defense, sir?
Mine?
Yes.
Gunoff. Okay.
11.
11. So they hit you.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
Jason, I'm gonna do protect. I'm gonna take his place in the attack.
Is that, you're going to have to remind me here, does that need to happen on your turn, the guard, or is protect
Nope,
one that
it
you
can
do at any
happen
time?
in any what it has to be when the enemy declares an attack.
Okay. So you're going to position yourself to be the one that takes it?
Yes, and it technically I think it becomes my defense against my defense. I basically like, take their place in the attack.
Yes. So what is your defense?
Regular, not magic, physical defense.
Correct.
13.
Okay. So do you have armor or like a shield, or like describe your defenses? You do deflect this shot essentially. So
I mean, normally I
describe-
love the idea of using my sword. I don't know if you're prepared for me to deflect bullets with my sword.
You raise your sword, kind of spin it to the to the side a little bit, and yeah, a sort of bullet that is just fuming with this sort of like it's like a sickly kind of green, like a magical sort of chemical to it, just bounces off of it and sort of spins off at another part on the car. And as it sort of drags across the ground, you can see it sort of like leaves little streaks.
God, you don't want to get hit by that one.
So, okay, that's their turn. So that means it's now one of your guys' turn.
And for what it's worth, both for the viewer and for us, when you're paused, you've taken your turn this round. So that's why Doug is no longer walking. So now at a glance, you can tell who still has yet to go, and that should help keep initiative a little more manageable. So Doug has gone this round. No one else has. Everybody else is free to do whatever order you want.
Cool.
Nice. Thanks, Chris.
I do look back and say, I got you, Gunolf.
Thanks.
And as a reminder, you can always like.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. So who wants to go next?
I guess I can try to protect myself. Now that like at least I know the other guards kind of taken care of, I can try to manage this guy. And me.
Gunolf attacked the one who was attacking you.
Oh,
Did
you're
he?
right.
did.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
He hit that guy. So yeah, I even better. I'll get him.
While he's this.
You'll
Yeah.
you'll also
Tag
attack the
team
same
him.
guy.
Yeah.
Get him.
Kick their ass.
Okay. Do I just do it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do it.
Unless you're going to use like a spell or something, then yeah.
While she's doing that, I'm just very annoyed that the chat tips can't be removed from Roll20. We'll eventually scroll past it,
Oh,
but
that's
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
look.
So I'm sorry. Do I, when I roll 2d10s, do I designate one to be 10? Okay, so okay.
We need to get to a D10 that's not a percentile dice. They're the same. You just need the
Correct.
first digit.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect. Thank
yes.
you. So I got 15 total.
15 total.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You hit. How much damage do you do?
Oh,
It's your high roll.
high
whichever
roll.
And then maybe plus
Yeah, we
something.
right.
We wrote that down, honey.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm sorry. High roll.
Plus
20.
something.
20 damage.
20 damage.
Walk us through it. Wait, it's your high
Wait.
roll
Okay.
plus what? Plus
High roll plus 5, which
So
is
the high roll would be the highest of the two dice.
what? Mhm.
yes, which I got.
Yes,
it
and
was
then-
8 and 4.
Okay. So it's
Or
8
8 and-
plus. So 8 plus an amount. So how much do you add for
You
your
said
attack?
plus 5.
So 5 because of POW plus 5
Prisoner of
of
war.
bolt
Okay. 8 plus 5 plus 5.
and 2 for something lightning. So it's 12.
Yeah, she has a lightning. So it is lightning damage, Jason. We should probably tell you that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So she fires like a electrified bullet
hmm
from her handgun.
And it did 20 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just like you just pull your gun in the guy's back and fire.
No, he is watching you. You pull your gun. You're a quick draw. You're at least you're a seasoned adventurer, and
Yeah.
you pull and you fire a shot off, and it certainly wings the suit. And even the sort of electricity kind of bounces off of it. It does damage him. It doesn't do any extra or less damage. It does
Okay.
an absolutely normal amount.
Cool. Thank you.
At this point, though, he now fires back at you
Sure.
because you did just shoot him. Yeah.
That's
You
fair.
shot me.
What a dick.
And I realize that I should have gone to reset my protect, but that'll be something that we'll figure out.
Oh, yeah, you're making a good point, Sean.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you,
Yep.
well, actually, no, fortunately for you, his shot goes wide. Your shot connects with him. He fires back, and it veers off. Hits someplace behind you. Hopefully, nowhere important.
Yeah, not on the button.
Hopefully.
Right.
Right next to Gunolf's
Right
head.
on the break.
So, which one of you would like to go next?
I'll go just to, like I just said, for the reason to reset it. So I'm just going to. So I jumped ahead. I blocked the blade, and I'm gonna because this is all like pretty quick. It's sort of like happening, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna kind of parlay that into a dash to try to go slash the guy who fired at Gunolf.
Okay.
So that's just a regular attack. It's Dex and Insight. So 10 and 6. That's a 9 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
So unless you'd like to spend Fabula points, that is.
We'll have 1, right?
We have, I think,
all
5.
have more than
Oh,
that.
yeah,
We
you
started
all
with
have
3, and we
plenty.
gained 2 from the appearance of a certain someone at the end of the last session.
I'm absolutely
And-
going to
and we
use
should-
one. But I need to explain like where it's sort of coming from, right? Like the
Yeah.
I don't think I have my relationships. So I remember this in the first session. So I go and I'm trying to like call into my like weapon, try to pull some of the magic that I used to know, and it's just a dud. Just absolutely flaccid attempt to call upon my former magic. So I'm just gonna be like, okay, time to just go back to basics and use a regular sword attack.
Okay. So is that so?
So is that I guess I should ask, is that, do I reroll one of the dice or both?
Well, you can choose when you do it, which one you'd like.
I'm gonna keep so I had a 7 on my D10. I'm gonna reroll the D6, which was only a 2.
Yeah. So yeah, that is so you're invoking a trait is what they officially would call
And
it.
the attempt to go back to my blade, it's too jarring. I'm all out of sorts. I failed because I failed again. I rolled the same thing, so I just miss.
Well, you're a complete failure.
Wow.
In my head, he just easily blocks my sword attack, and I'm so
It
embarrassed.
looked really fancy. So.
Yeah.
He did, and in fact, he is now going to swing at you. Actually, with the rifle butt. He's going to try to bop you.
He's gonna block it. I'm gonna be like looking. I'd be like, we can still talk.
So that is what's your defense?
13.
Yeah, no. You easily deflect the rifle butt.
Nice. Cool. Great.
So, which one of you guys would like to go next?
I mean, at this point, I might say like, Albus, you want to come join us up here?
Oh, I was gonna, since those two are by themselves back here, and you guys already charged ahead, I was gonna stay back and protect them because I'm a 7-foot tiger man with a giant cleaver.
I mean that works. I'm still gonna say, Albus, anytime you want to join us up here where the guns are.
I'm just gonna turn around and look back and say, "Are you guys good?" Talking to the other two. in the back
Rosalind
there.
and
Yeah.
Kestrel.
Yep.
I can handle myself.
Okay.
I'm just,
cool.
I don't really reply. I'm just gonna.
All right, cool. I'm gonna
She's
take
just,
that as a sign of that you guys can probably take care of yourselves and don't need me to stand here. Sounds like I'm needed more in the front, so I'm gonna make my way toward the anti-caboose through the door.
Okay.
The engine.
No.
That's
No.
what
just
it's
like-
called.
That's
the
not what it's
engine.
called in this world.
But I like
I
that.
guess
like
not.
the
It's now it's the
anti-caboose now.
anti-caboose.
Yeah.
Doug's
So-
just like, it's the
Anti-caboose.
fucking engine.
So what do you do, Peter?
Oh, so I'm gonna go through. Who was attacking the one that was closest to the caboose?
Me.
That was
I'm,
you.
So they're both-
well, actually,
Yeah.
actually, only me.
It was only you. Okay.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So
So-
I'm gonna realize that they are all in combat, and I'm gonna try and help out. So I'm gonna take a swing, my giant cleaver at the guard.
Which one? The one that is currently like in combat with Steve, or
Yeah.
the
Yes,
one
with
that's
Steve.
Yep.
okay? With Steve. Okay.
5.
Roll.
Yep.
How much?
Or I'm sorry, 9.
9.
But we know that
So-
misses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you.
no one is hit yet.
No one's hit yet.
This guard
this
is like
encounter.
fucking
This
great.
is insane. I'm gonna do a
Well,
fabulous point and re-roll that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, these
so-
guards are equipped with
Oh, I
like
am so sorry.
with
Amber
like
alert.
heavy armor.
Okay.
Like they are not easy to just defeat.
Gotcha,
Like
okay.
they run around with an inquisitor. They are well plated up. So yeah, you guys may struggle to hit them physically.
So he's spending a point.
Yep. 16.
Okay. And what are you
so-
calling upon as you do this?
So I took a swing and I realized that I was kind of off balance when I was swinging, and I used my kind of combat intelligence to kind of correct myself as I'm balancing to take another swing back down again in like a figure.
Okay, so like you're kind of invoking the trait of like you being sort of like a former warrior.
Yeah, my
basically.
combat
Yeah.
prowess. Yeah.
Okay.
But I rolled a 16 this time.
Much better.
A 16
Yes,
hits.
there we go.
How much damage do you do?
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
So it's 8 plus 7 for my attack.
8 plus 7
Yep, so 15.
for the damage.
Yep,
Okay.
damage 15.
Any type, just physical.
Just physical, just yeah.
They take a hit, and
It's for making Steve
I mean,
You're
Not
just standing
foolish.
and then you missed.
Just not on his A game.
yeah.
okay. So you strike him, solid hit. The guard that is up in the Antiquus goes to rifle butt sharp, essentially. Man,
But
if I could roll, that would be phenomenal. But
we know you can't. I'm not saying that to like tempt fate. I'm just saying overall, for the viewers who don't know, Jason does not typically roll super well.
It's
And
bizarre.
I got two
So
dice.
much in the
I got two
benefit of us.
dice. Yeah. So yeah, that is he goes to swing. It's a good solid, like he's moving in towards your base plate, you know. But you're like do a little matrix, and yeah, you're good. You're in the
Oh,
clear.
fuck
So
yeah.
Nice.
which
Fuck
one of you
out of
guys
here,
would like to go next?
bitch.